What's going on, everyone? Jon Venus here. Today I have another quick video for you guys. It's gonna be a recipe video for a very high protein sandwich. This is one of my favorite recipes, something that we've been doing for years. So I'm excited to share that with you guys today. So the first step to this recipe is to give this video a big thumbs up because it helps out the channel a lot. So if you enjoyed this recipe, please remember to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So today we're gonna be making a sandwich with the following ingredients. We're gonna be using some pinto beans. You can use any beans that you want, but we're using pinto beans today. And then we're gonna have some tofu. Today I'm using smoked tofu rather than regular, and then some toast or bread. So today I found some high protein bread, or it's called protein bread, which is a bread that is fortified with pea protein and a little bit of rice protein, which is not necessary, but it really boosts up the protein content for this sandwich. So it's not necessary. You can use regular whole grain bread if you want to. That works just fine as well. But this recipe will come up to 50 grams of protein for this sandwich, or these two pieces of toast with the beans and tofu on top, which is crazy. So before we make this, let's go through each ingredient with a little bit more detail. So the first ingredient we're gonna be needing is 2 pieces of toast. For me, that comes to 100 grams exactly, or 3.5 ounces. And like I said before, this is a high protein toast, so it's higher in protein than regular whole grain bread. But you can find a high protein bread pretty much anywhere nowadays, but regular whole grain bread will also do just fine. So the bread totals 22 grams of protein for me, which is pretty insane. The next ingredient you're gonna be needing is tofu. I'm using smoked tofu here, same exact amount as a toast, 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. And tofu is made out of soybeans, and soybeans do not raise your estrogen levels or lower testosterone levels. That is a myth. If you're in doubt, please check the most recent studies, the biggest studies out there, and you will see that it is not affecting testosterone levels or estrogen levels in men. Do not worry about this. Trust me, I've been eating it for 5 years now, and Asian countries have been eating it for thousands of years. This also equals 22 grams of protein, which is awesome. Great source of protein and also iron. Next up is beans. I'm using pinto beans here, 150 grams or 5.2 ounces, and this provides 6.5 grams of protein. Remember that these beans are pre-cooked. If you look at the package of uncooked beans, you'll see that it's more like 22 grams per 100 grams. But as you guys know, when you cook something, the weight of the ingredients increases because of the amount of water that it absorbs. So that is why it's lower once it's cooked. But still a great source of protein and also a great source of iron. Next up, we have tomatoes. We're just gonna be slicing them up. No protein here, or very little. So we're not gonna be counting that, and also not counting the calories because it's very low in calories. So next up, we have the spices that we're gonna be putting into the beans to make the mash with, or the spread. That is gonna be some garlic powder, some paprika powder, some onion powder, some ground cumin powder, and some lemon juice. And that's all you're gonna be needing today. All right guys, let's go into it. So the first thing that we're gonna do is fry the tofu in a pan with a little bit of water. I'm not using oil because it's unnecessary. It does taste a little bit better when you use oil, but the calorie content shoots up, so that's why I prefer not using oil whenever possible. So I'm gonna be frying these 4 pieces of tofu on a pan just like that, and while that heats up, I'm gonna be preparing the bean spread. So what I'm gonna be doing is mashing up these pinto beans with a couple of spices that we went through earlier. So first thing is adding the spices. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of the onion first, just like that. Then the cumin, and the amounts are just up to you guys, however you guys like to do. I just like eyeballing it. So smoked paprika is next, just like that. Then we have the garlic, and then finally some lemon juice. And the lemon juice is going to help with the iron absorption from the beans and the tofu, so it's really important to add some vitamin C when you're having beans and that kind of stuff. And also another note with beans is that you want to rinse them, and if you want to cook them yourself, make sure to soak them overnight before cooking them. And if you buy them pre-cooked in a can, soak them, because if not, you know, things like this can happen. I'm joking guys, that was a sound effect. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I haven't farted in years, and that's a fact. Right, Catherine? And you're also gonna be needing a little bit of water into the beans. Just add as you go along. You don't wanna add too much. So start with a little bit, then just use a fork or one of these bean mashers or potato mashers or whatever they're called, and then mash them into the consistency of your choice. I prefer them pretty creamy because, you know, cream is life. Alright, so the bean spread is done. So now, next step is just preparing the sandwich. So I'm not gonna throw the toast in a toaster. Everyone knows how to do that. I'm lazy today, so I'm just gonna have it like this. But you can toast it if you want to, of course. I'm gonna be slicing the tomatoes now. Just like that. Very uneven and badly sliced. I'm gonna be evenly spreading the beans onto each one. Today I'm not gonna be making a sandwich because I'm gonna eat this right away, but if you're packing this for lunch, if you bring it to work or to school or something, you can just, you know, put the two pieces together and make a sandwich out of them, wrap it up. Now we're gonna add the tofu. So I got 2 pieces on each, like that. Here, one here. And then the tomatoes. Very simple recipe, guys. This is so quick, literally took me like 4 minutes to make. It's so easy. I like to add some salt and pepper on top, just for that extra punch. And that's pretty much it, guys. Super simple. Probably the easiest recipe I've showed you guys so far. If you wanna go even more fancy, add a little bit of squeeze of lemon juice on top, just like that. Probably one of the easiest recipes that I've ever made on this channel, but it's extremely high in protein. I mean, 50 grams is pretty insane considering the size of this meal. So I'm gonna try it right now because I'm hungry and this looks very delicious. So let's give it a go. Bean spread never fails. So good. Very filling, super nutritious, and it'll definitely help you make some extra gains in the gym or outside of the gym, you know, in the bathroom. Definitely you'll be making some gains with these beans. I'm just kidding. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up because it really helps out this channel. Let me know what other recipe you want to see, you know, whether it's snacks, full meals, whatever you want, I'll provide it to you guys. Anyways, thank you again and I'll see you very soon. Peace out.